Hi there. Now we're going to do lesson 289. The past is over. It can touch me not. Unless the past is over in my mind, the real world must escape my sight. For I am really looking nowhere, seeing but what is not there. So God has created the real world. We superimpose what we project on it. And what we project on it is always based on the past, because the past got recorded when we were young. We did not have the maturity to process the emotions that were coming with our upsets. We didn't know how to process that. We were not mature enough or old enough to question the beliefs that we were being taught. So we basically recorded how we're supposed to be in the world. And then that gets projected on the world that got created. So we are literally seeing what has already transpired in the past, which is why every irritation is an invitation to see what I recorded that I keep projecting out there. So this is really important that we understand this. That's why things on the outside are here to help us. Every event is helpful because if it informs me that I am triggered, that I have a fear, an anger, an upset, a jealousy, that's for me to clean it up. That's for me to forgive myself for believing those things to be true. That's for me to shift from fear to love. That's for me to bring salvation to myself and others. And if it's reflecting back to me loveliness and holiness, then that's what I am now experiencing, because my mind, clear from projecting the past, is now observing me in the present moment through the other people that I see as the presence of love. If I am reacting, it's because it's the past. So I am looking at it through the lens of the ego. If I'm in the present moment and it's informing me of my holiness, I am in the present moment looking at it through the eyes of Christ. That's why this is so important that we understand this. Sentence 3. How can I then perceive the world forgiveness offers? The past was made to hide. For this the world that can be looked on only now. Let me read that again. How can I then perceive the world forgiveness offers, which is a healed world? The past was made to hide. The past hides the forgiven world, because if I'm focusing on the past, it's because I am looking at my reaction. So my mind is trained to look for problems. For this the world that can be looked on only now. It has no past. The world today doesn't have a past. It only has a past that we project on it. So we do the forgiveness and come into the now. We don't forgive. We project and repeat until we choose again from love. Love is what puts us in the now. For what can be forgiven but the past? And if it is forgiven, it is gone. Once you no longer have an upset with somebody, yourself or others, once you have forgiven that, you come to the present moment and you can see things as they are, as God intended them to be. And then we become the ones who bring this new way of living, being this new human on this planet, so that we can create a new earth. Paragraph number 2. Father, let me not look upon a past that is not there. For you have offered me your own replacement. In a present world, the past has left untouched and free of sin. Here is the end of guilt, and here am I made ready for your final step. Shall I demand that you wait longer for your son to find the loveliness you planned to be the end of all his dreams and all his pain? Should I demand, God, you wait. Don't give me the good stuff now. I want to keep seeing the past. I want to keep reacting. I like the drama. Let me continue to have that experience of separation and discomfort and pain and suffering. In your right mind, you wouldn't do that. You would want to enjoy the good stuff now. But in your deluded mind, in your ego mind, if you're hurting, if you're experiencing discomfort, it's because you're projecting the past. The work is to look at the past and be aware of it. Number 1, have the awareness of it. Number 2, accept it. It is what is in my mind, because the ego is a thought system in my mind. It is. Accept it. Then I can shift it. God, what would you have me say instead? What would be the most loving thing in this moment, Holy Spirit? then you shift and you lift your vibration, you lift your perspective, and then acknowledge how powerful you are. I forgive myself for having been so powerful. I created what I didn't want. Wow, I'm creating things out of thin air because that's how powerful my mind is. Stop delaying your goodness. Stop delaying your holiness. Stop delaying living in the present moment where all the good stuff is, simply by letting the past be over and know that it cannot touch you unless you activate it in your mind by your choice to see only the past. Thanks a bunch, and I'll see you in the next lesson.